Good evening and welcome to West Geauga High School for the kickoff of CVC TV wrestling action. We've got a tri-match here between the host Wolverines and the visiting Berkshire Badgers and Cardinal Huskies. I'm Steve Hare, the CVC Sports Information Director, and joining me on the broadcast is a former Husky, 2017 Cardinal graduate, Trent Mast. Trent, you just graduated from Bluffton College. You're back in the area. Looking forward to some wrestling. How are things going with you since the last time you've been on the broadcast with us?
Not too bad. Last time I was on the broadcast was after I tore my labrum senior year during the wrestling season. So that healed up nicely. I got to finish out a little bit of my senior season in baseball, and then went on to Bluffton and played 4 years of college soccer. So I had a fun time doing that, and now just working a lot.
Outstanding. Well, you're a convergent media major, so looking to break into broadcasting, so it's an outstanding opportunity for you to come in. You're a former wrestler. You know the game. You know the sport. So looking forward to your analysis tonight in our tri-match. First up, we are going to have the Wolverines against the Huskies, but before that, the Wolverines will be celebrating their senior night tonight. So we will break away momentarily as the senior Wolverines are announced with their parents or escorts. After that, we're going to have 3 straight matches. It'll be West Geauga versus Cardinal. I believe it'll be Cardinal versus Berkshire. And then the nightcap will be West Geauga versus Berkshire. So we'll see Cardinal in back-to-back matches and then Berkshire in back-to-back matches. A lot of great wrestlers here today. Starting with West Geauga, they've got 4 wrestlers that are ranked in the top 20 in the state of Ohio. Jack Sparent, who is listed at 138 pounds, he comes in at 3-0. He was 8th in the state last year. Cardinal comes back. They've got 5 returning district qualifiers. Berkshire comes back with 2 state qualifiers. And Lucas Stoddard, who was 3rd at the state tournament last year, he's ranked 2nd this year. So we've got a ton of talent that we'll see out here. It's a great event to kick off the CVC TV wrestling coverage. Trent, what are you looking for tonight?
I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of good wrestling, a lot of good matches, and just the intensity. It's one of the things I miss a lot from wrestling is just the intensity of a tri-meet. Everyone's going at it head-to-head as a team, trying to get that team victory.
You know, when you go back, 20, 25, 30 years, when I was in high school, 30-some years ago, dual meets were everything. You wrestled Friday nights, the gyms were packed, it was a ton of fun. During the holidays, you'd go to a tournament or 2. Now wrestling is pretty much tournament dominated. You go to more tournaments than dual meets. But it's something about dual meets. You bring out a little bit of a crowd. Sometimes it's a home crowd. Adds a little bit of excitement. And then you factor in the rivalries. That's a ton of fun. And, the tournaments are great, too, because you're seeing great competition. But there's nothing like a good dual meet.
Right. Tournaments are good because they just get you in that almost sectional district state mindset of maybe 2-day tournaments, like the bigger tournaments some of these teams go to. And then dual meets, you just, as a team, it's more intense because it's back-to-back-to-back. Everybody on your team's wrestling, and just more, you can hear more fans as you do that because everyone that's there's there to watch the match that's going on the one mat that's in the gym.
Right, and that's what we got. We've got one mat here in the center of the gym. All eyes will be on the 2 guys in the center of the mat. There's nothing like it in any sport. It's pretty awesome. So we are just moments away from the introductions of the West Geauga senior wrestlers, and then we're going to get down to action here as CVC TV kicks off its wrestling coverage. We've had a few basketball broadcasts already this winter. Had a ton of fun with those, great audiences, and all of that is made possible through CVC TV's sponsor, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. So let's recognize our sponsors, and we'll come back with our West Geauga seniors.
Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery diagnoses and treats facial pain and injuries. and also offers a full range of dental implants and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than the Ohio Center for Orofacial and Implant Surgery for all of your oral surgery and cosmetic surgery needs. Please visit their website at www.ohsurgery.com.
All right, welcome back to West Geauga. Like I said, we are just moments away from our dual meet kickoff here. West Geauga will honor its senior wrestlers. Looks like we got a big crowd of them out there lining up. So we've got the senior parents and their senior wrestlers getting ready to be introduced here at West Geauga. There we are, a little glance at our seniors lining up, so it'll just be momentarily. Got the Huskies here on the main mat warming up. Trent, you've seen some of the Huskies already. You said you've been in the room, getting a little bit of work in. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight in action?
Josh Ripley at 165. He's had a pretty good outing so far this year. He works really hard in the room. John Avalon had a really good meet this past Saturday at the heavyweight. Ty Ziegler, he's had a pretty good year. 7-1, I believe, on the season at 120. As a senior, he missed one season due to some procedures he had to get done for his health, and he's back at it for his last season. And then Austin Shriver, a little bit of a bias there. He's my cousin. Always excited to watch him wrestle. As well as Andrew Tucholsky. He goes really hard every day. He's super passionate. He knows his stuff, so I'm excited to see these guys wrestle.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple of them for Cardinal. Ty Ziegler, he's 7-1 with 6 pins, and John Avalon is 8-1 with 8 pins. So those are two guys that know what they want to accomplish on the mat, and they go out and take care of business. Where the Huskies are, kind of last-minute pep talk. What do you say in that huddle? What do you remember from your days?
Usually, Coach Ziegler will come out. He'll just try and pump everybody up, try and get everybody riled up, just talk about intensity, what he wants to look forward to.
Probably some unmentionables in there as well.
Yeah, he always preaches about being an offensive wrestler, so I bet he's telling them to, when they get out there, to just go at them, not stop. It's one thing, he always wants you to keep moving, doesn't matter what position you're on. In the neutral position on your feet, top, bottom, he doesn't matter. He just wants to see his guys moving and forcing the other wrestler kind of to do what they want to do on the mat.
So we've got West Geauga, the host school here for this tri-match. All CVC teams. 3 teams from the Chagrin Valley Conference here on CVC TV. Looking forward to all the action. West Geauga is coached by Carmen Russo, and the Huskies are coached by Jeff Ziegler. Coach Ziegler has been there 25 years? How long?
I don't know for sure. My dad said when he was in high school, I believe Jeff was in there as a assistant coach or something. So he's been there a pretty long time. My dad graduated in 1993. So he's been there a long time. He's kind of built the culture, a program that I grew up wrestling through. He was my coach all the way from when I was in kindergarten all the way up through my senior year of high school. So he's been there a long time. He knows his stuff.
And he's not a CEO coach. He's one of those guys that throws on the wrestling shoes and gets busy on the mat.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know how he does it. I did that 7-8 years ago and tore my meniscus. So yeah, I'm too old for that stuff now. Now I'll just watch and broadcast.
I'd be a 106 pounder my freshman year coming in, and I wouldn't have a partner. We'd go live and he would just get up off the side by the wall and he'd wrestle me, and gave up a lot of weight, but he was that coach that when he's wrestling you, he's coaching you throughout. So it was always good. It helped you get a little bit more of an in-depth coaching experience there.
Yeah, that definitely helps. And when you work with somebody that's that strong, and I'm sure he gave you some resistance, but not too much where you
Yeah.
couldn't do anything. So, but that helps you, especially, he had some weight on you as a 106. So then you go wrestle a 106 pounder and it felt like you're moving around a feather.
Especially because 106 is the lightest weight class, so everybody you wrestle, unless you have another 106 on your team, you're giving up weight every day. So lifting all those heavy guys, I know when I was a 106 pounder, we had Brandon Nykerk at 113, then my brother Ian at 120, and then I'd wrestle, he's the assistant coach now, but Dakota Ward, and he was, I think, our 126 his senior year. He jumped around weight classes a lot throughout high school, but I'd wrestle all those guys every day, all good wrestlers. So
we were talking about weight, and now's a good time to kind of segue into the changes this year. We've still got our 106 pounders. We're still at 113, 120, 126, 132, and 138. The 145 pound weight class was changed to 144. 152 went to 150, and then they added a 157, and we booted up to 165, and then we have a 175, a 190, a 215, and a 285. So a couple of changes this year, some new weight classes, kind of creating a few more weight classes in those busier, where you have the bulk of the kids.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're underway. So we're going to step back and let you listen in as the West Geauga seniors get introduced here on their senior night.
Senior members of our wrestling program who've given their time and energy over their years here at West Geauga High School to the wrestling program. Our first senior tonight is Evan Wagner. He's being escorted tonight by Dawn Kunar. He has wrestled at West G for 2.5 years. After West G, he plans on attending a trade school to major in business. An interesting fact about Evan is that his mind does not stop exploding with different business ideas. And his favorite experience here at West G has been wrestling and his intro to business class. Please give a big round of applause for Evan Wagner. Our next senior is Ty Bowes. Being escorted tonight by Timothy, Shelleen, and Tabos. He has wrestled for 4 years here at West G, and he has earned 6 letters. He has played football for 3 years, basketball for 1 year, baseball all 4 years. He has attended Excel Tech in the construction program. He's also a member of the Youth Empowerment Program and program at the Star of Bethel Church. He's undecided where he will attend college next year, but he plans on studying construction management or digital design. An interesting fact about Ty is that he loves to smile and have fun. His favorite experience at West G was being named the Homecoming King in 2021. Please give a big round of applause for Ty Bowes. Our next senior is Vince Brown. Being escorted tonight by Charles Napolitano. He has wrestled at West G for 3 years. He's also played soccer, football, and track. And in his spare time, he works at Target. He plans on attending Coastal Carolina University, where he'll study accounting. An interesting fact about Vince is that he lives with his grandparents. His favorite experience in athletics or at West G is getting his first scholarship offer for track and field. Please give a big round of applause for Vince Brown. Our next senior is Michael Cavassini, being escorted tonight by Nick and Lisa Cavassini. He's been wrestling at West G for 3 years. He's earned 3 letters. He's also played 4 years of football and has 4 letters in varsity football. He's also involved in Interact in the youth-led prevention. He plans on attending John Carroll University next fall to study finance. An interesting fact is that he is also wanting to join the MMA or UFC after high school. His favorite experience in wrestling or at West G has been going to hotels for the overnight wrestling tournaments. Please give a big round of applause for Michael Cavassini. Our at the Auburn Career Center in the Criminal Justice Program. After college, he would like to become an Air Force pilot. An interesting fact about Corey is that he broke his arm his freshman year, and now he has an arm bubble. His favorite experience in athletics at West Geauga has been going undefeated as a team last year. Please give a big round of applause for Corey Holden. Our next senior is Thomas Rando, being escorted tonight by Bruce Antonio Rando. He has been wrestling at West Geauga for 4 years, and also wrestled in middle school for 2 years. He has earned 4 letters. He has played football as well at West Geauga. He's applied to several different colleges and will choose one at a later date where he plans on studying mechanical engineering. An interesting fact about Thomas is that he works with his dad at a car dealership in Chagrin Valley Conference, and his favorite experience is being able to bond and have a good relationship with our new coach for my last year on the team. Please give a big round of applause to Thomas Rando. Next up is Robert Sable, being escorted by Sarah and then Grandpa Steve Sable. He's been wrestling for 4 years at West Geauga. He has earned 4 letters. He has also wrestled at Newberry before coming to West Geauga. He plans on joining the workforce after high school to get a jump start on my farm. His anticipated major is working with plants and animals in some way. His favorite experience is in school and athletics is when someone talks about being in gardening. Please give a big round of applause for Robert Sable. Next up is Lucas Sadler, being escorted tonight by Shane and Emily Sadler. He has wrestled at West Geauga for 3 years. He has learned 2 letters. He has also played football and earned 3 letters in varsity football. After high school, he plans on attending college to play football and wrestle. He's currently undecided, but does want to study criminal justice. An interesting fact about Lucas is that he still likes to build Legos. His favorite experience is winning a sectional team wrestling championship for the first time in school history. Please give a big round of applause for Lucas Sadler. And our final senior tonight is Jack Sparrow, being escorted tonight by his mom Marion and dad John. Jack has wrestled at West Geauga for 4 years and has lettered for 4 years as well. Other activities include lifting weights, helping the homeless, donating to charity, spending time with the elderly, animals, and picking up trash at the local parks. He plans on either attending Cleveland State, Lake Erie, Gannon, or Mercyhurst to study business or entrepreneurship. An interesting fact about Jack is that he's a returning state placer and he's been state ranked 3 years in a row. His favorite experience in athletics at West Geauga was watching the team get better each year and grow as a group. Please give a big round of applause to Jack Sparrow. Once again, let's have a big round of applause for all 9 of our senior members of the West Geauga Wrestling Program.
All right, welcome back to West Geauga for the CVC TV kickoff of wrestling coverage here this winter. Once again, I'm Steve Hare, the CVC Sports Information Director. Joining me on the broadcast is Trent Mast, a Cardinal graduate, 2017. Went on to play college soccer at the University of Bluffton. On our camera is Jackson Hare, a Berkshire graduate. So we've got the Huskies and the Badgers here represented tonight. Jackson is a 2021 graduate of Berkshire. He's now at Xavier University in Cincinnati. So we got our hands full tonight with a couple of great matches. Got 3 really good teams here. They're all pretty deep. I think each is coming in with 11, 12 guys tonight, so we won't see many forfeits, which is always nice. So we're getting ready to get started here. I believe we're going to start at 106 pounds. And then the second duel should start at 113, and then the nightcap should start at 120. We're going to do our best to give you the right names of each wrestler. They're going to try and announce the names for us. But we've got some weight classes with multiple wrestlers. We don't know which wrestler the coaches will send out as they try to maneuver their best lineup to win these dual meets. That's the nice thing. We were talking about duels earlier, Trent. That's kind of the nice thing, too, is coaches actually have to do some coaching.
Yeah.
In a tournament, you send the kids out, you hope they win and move on. In a dual meet, you've got to use some strategy. You've got to pick your best matchups, find out where you might win, where you might lose, where you might get some bonus points, and then you got to work around those. So dual meets are fun. Coaches earn their pay in a dual meet.
Yeah, and I remember before the duel starts, the captains always get sent out, and they flip their coin that has red or green on it, and whoever it lands on, you get to choose odds or even. So which match you want, your choice in the second period for top, bottom, or neutral. And a lot of times before the captains get sent out, the coach will come over and be like, we want odds for this one. If you win the flip, go with odds. We want our choice during these matches. And a lot of the times, and you have to send out your wrestler first, and then they have to send it out the next weight class. So a lot of times you can go up there for your weight class, and they can choose whether they want to send one of their wrestlers out or not. And if they choose not to, you can stay up there again and see if they want to wrestle you as you bump up a weight class. Because in wrestling, say you're a 106 pounder, you can bump up 2 weight classes, so you could be wrestling their 120, or if they don't have a weight class, you can bump around, so there's no forfeit there. No one will get those 16 points. So a lot of the times it's a lot more strategy than you would think would go into a wrestling duel.
Exactly, and that's why, another reason I like dual meets so much is because you have some of that, those mind games that you have to play. The coaches know who they're wrestling. So, you take like 190, for instance. Berkshire comes in with Lucas Stoddard, a 3-time state qualifier. He was 49-1 last year. His one loss was in the state semifinals. He went on to finish 3rd. But so, if you're the opposing coaches, you want to kind of wrestle around him, so to speak. And so, Berkshire's coaches want to get the best matchup for him. So when they pick red or green, and then, which weight classes, odds or even, that they want to send out their wrestler first, all that comes into play, as you mentioned. So all kinds of stuff that you get to deal with in a dual meet, whereas in a tournament, you get thrown on a bracket line, you get out there and you wrestle.
Right. And with how you said Stoddard, 190, 3-time state qualifier, he placed last year. Only had 1 loss last year. That's really a guy, as the Berkshire coach, you want to get that coin toss, that win in the coin toss, so that when he comes up, you don't have to send him out first. So they have to send up their wrestler, and then he can go out and get his match.
Right. Yeah, and we talked about Stoddard being a 3-time state qualifier. The first one, he was a state alternate. So that means he finished 5th at districts. He went down to Columbus, and if any of the top 4 from the Garfield Heights district didn't make weight or were sick or had a skin infection, anything where they couldn't wrestle, he would have got bumped into their line. Unfortunately for him that year, it didn't work out, but he came back as a sophomore and qualified for state. Had that tournament wiped out by COVID, so Lucas Stoddard has fallen on some hard luck here in his career. Last year, almost that perfect season, 49-1, finished 3rd in the state. This year, he's looking to win it all, and he's off to a great start. So it looks like we are moments away from our first dual meet in this tri-match, West Geauga versus Cardinal. Any predictions, Trent?
I don't know. Both teams are really deep. It looks like here West G does have every weight class, I believe, filled up. Cardinal has a couple missing weight classes there, so they'll already be giving up a couple team points there.
Yeah,
So,
if you're, one forfeit is 6 points, 2 is 12, so you're giving up a lot of points that way. I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to that heavyweight match. You got senior Lucas Sadler from West Geauga, he's 4-0. And then for Cardinal, you got John Avalon, who's 8-1 with 8 pins. He was a district qualifier last year. Lucas Sadler's ranked in the top 20 in the state in Division II. So that should be one of the highlights of the night.
that'll be a good match too to finish off the first duel of the night as well.
Absolutely.
I don't know if they're gonna go with any JV matches at the start of this. Usually they do those afterwards, but they can choose to do them before the varsity duel starts. So we'll see. I see Vinny Dragolich out there warming up at 120.
I think we're going to wrestle at JV's 21st. Okay. Coach Ziegler just said we are going to start off with a 120-pound JV match. That will be Vincent Dragolich for Cardinal. And for West Geauga, it is yet to be determined. I'm assuming it will be Nick, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, Chiramonti. Sorry on some of the name pronunciations. Only one school gave us the phonetic spellings, and that was Cardinal. Appreciate you, Coach Ziegler. So we'll get those names correct. Cranking up the tunes as we get ready. Just waiting now. I'm not sure for what, but like we said, we'll start out with a JV match at 120 pounds, and then we will kick off the varsity scoring.
We're going to do a 120 exhibition.
Referee just gave us the high sign too, that we're going to start out with a 120-pound exhibition. And then Ty Bowes, a senior from West Geauga, will wrestle. Oh, it looks like he's going to have a forfeit at 106.
West Geauga Wolverines. At this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are ready to wrestle, and I've got to give a shout out to West Geauga volleyball coach Amber Baker for texting me with the pronunciation on Caramonte. So thank you, Coach Baker, always coming through in the clutch. Once again, we're going to start off with an exhibition bout at 120 pounds. We'll see if our announcers give us a heads up on who's stepping on the mat. I know for Cardinal, it is going to be Vincent Dragolich, who is 2-4 on the year with 1 pin. Got our captains meeting at center mat. See our heavyweights on the far end. You can't see them now. They're blocked out by their teammates. John Avalon on the left for Cardinal and Lucas Sadler on the right for West Geauga. I said that's going to be one of our highlights of the evening. Seeing those two tussle on the mat. Cardinal won the toss. As Trent mentioned, it's that red-green disc the referee just flipped. And it sounds like Cardinal chose the even bouts. All right, we are moments away from kicking off our CVC TV coverage of high school wrestling. It's a tri-match here at West Geauga. The Wolverines are hosting the Berkshire Badgers and the Cardinal Huskies. I know the Badgers and the Huskies have been taking part in the 87 Rumble for the past 7-8 years, which included Newberry. Well, now Newberry is closed, so hopefully this will become a regular affair with these 3 Geauga County schools. Could probably expand it and add NDCL and Chardon and Kenston, and I guess Chagrin Falls is sometimes considered Geauga County. We can get an all Geauga County dual challenge out here. It's always nice when you come out and you're wrestling for something in a dual meet. You know, the 87 Rumble, you want those bragging rights.
And I remember those when I was in school. Those were like the big duel at the end of the season, right before sectionals. I believe it was right after the CVC tournament. So a lot of times we'd see those guys the week before, and it was did I lose last time? And if not, it's kind of a revenge. If you lost, then it's that revenge match for you, and if you won, then kind of got those bragging rights a little bit for a little bit longer before you meet back up with them at that sectional meet.
Absolutely, and as you said, it was right before sectionals, so if you won that dual meet, you went into sectionals riding that high, a lot of momentum. Now, you know, this is also a great opportunity here because you're going to go into Christmas break. You've got the Brecksville tournament, you've got the Kenston Invitational, the Hudson Invitational, tournaments all over the place over the next couple of weeks during the Christmas break. So this will give these guys a little bit of momentum going into those tournaments, because those tournaments are a grind. Those are 2-day events. They're long. You're in the gyms all day. You wrestle once every 3 or 4 hours. So it's tough.
Those tournaments are good for you, though, at that beginning of the year, because you kind of figure out how, after you sit for a long time, how to get your body up, get your body ready again for that next match that you have to do. Because when you're hot, warming up, and then you cool down while you're waiting during those big tournaments, there's a lot of matches you got to wait for. So kind of get you in the mindset, in a routine. That's the word I was looking for. In a routine for those bigger tournaments that you're going to get down the line towards the end of the season.
All right, so as we mentioned, this is going to be a 120-pound exhibition bout. For Cardinal, it's Vincent Dragolich, 18-18 last year as a freshman. He is 2-4 this season with 1 pin. And I haven't heard the confirmation yet, but I do believe that's going to be Nick Caramonte. He is 1-2 on the year. So each match is scheduled for 3 periods of 2 minutes each. Those matches can end in 2 other ways. One could be a pin, and the other could be a technical fall. That's winning by more than 15 points. Of course, there are other ways the matches could end: injury, defaults, disqualifications, but you hope you don't see those. And then if the score is tied after 3 periods, we'll go into overtime. and then sudden death overtime. Cardinal wearing the black and red singlets, West Geauga in the blue and gray. Berkshire will come in and they will be in purple and gold. If you'll notice on the mat in the center, you have 2 stripes. That is for the starting positions. In the first period, both wrestlers will start on their feet. One on the red line, one on the green line. Today, or in this first match at least, the red line will be Cardinal and the green line will be West Geauga. Typically that means red is the visitor, green is the home. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. CVC TV wrestling action live from West Geauga. Trent, early on in a match, what are you trying to accomplish? What do you try to do, those first 10, 15 seconds?
First 10, 15 seconds, really you're trying to feel out your opponent if you've never wrestled with them before. Here we have Chiramonte, gets that takedown, gets Dragolich straight to his back.
That's going to be a pin, folks. 29 seconds for the West Geauga wrestler, Nick Chiramonte. 29-second pin. We've got a winner already. So now I believe we're going to jump right into the varsity match. That should be 106. Trent, what did he use? What did he get that pin with?
It was kind of like a variation of a over-under toss. That's what we call it. He got an underhook on Dragolich when he shot in there. And when you shoot in like that, you want to keep your elbows close to your sides, not really want them to be out away from your body, because then they can get that underhook and then they elevate your arm, and then there's only one way you can go from there, and that's over to your back. And then he just had a reverse half on him. He was holding his head up off the mat, teeing off there to get that pin.
That was West Geauga's Ty Bowes collecting a forfeit at 106 pounds. So that gives the Wolverines an early 6-0 lead. Now we'll bump up to 113. And for Cardinal, it's Clayton Carmen, a sophomore who is 2-4 this year with 2 pins. And for West Geauga, it's senior Evan Bonner, who is 2-2.
Next up at 113 pounds for West G, Evan Bonner, and for Cardinal, Clayton Carmen.
Carmen in the red and black singlet. Wagner in the blue and gray. 113 pounds. West Geauga already with a 6-0 lead thanks to the forfeit at 106 pounds. Ty Bowes collected that. That pushes his record to 4-0 on the year. Got that win the easy way. So here we go. 113. We are underway.
So right now we see both these wrestlers want to get in that tie-up, try and get head position, inside control. From there you can do a snap down, which we just saw. It's got a front headlock on Carmen here.
It's all about leverage, putting your body in the right position, angles, getting in on the legs.
Like I said, during that JV match right here, Carmen wants to bear down on that right there. That's how you get out of it a lot of times.
This is CVC TV, brought to you by Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Halfway through the first period, and Bogner in deep. There's the first 2 points of the match.
Got in deep there on a single and just went out the back, get his 2 points. Here you see Carmen gets that escape. He had a little bit of a cradle out in front there. Let that go. Bogner now in on a double leg, head on the inside. He's going to try and work, get Carmen. There.
2 points for Carmen, a takedown. He's up 3-2. 10 seconds left. We've got no tapper out here. Moving on to the second period with Carmen on top, 3-2. Gave up that first takedown, but he got that escape and went right in for that takedown to take the lead. And now it'll be Bogner's decision if he wants to start in the down position, the up position, or neutral. He chooses down.
See a quick stand up off the whistle. A lot of guys use that. Try and get that escape right there off the bat.
Bogner fighting for the escape, but he can't get out before he gets out of bounds. 1:46 left here in the second period. Bogner still down. The object here is you want to get out from the bottom any way you can.
Carmen has a cradle locked up here. Just let go of it. Got a little high and out front. A little bit of a scramble is going on right here.
Bogner in good position now.
Got a potentially dangerous, I do believe.
1:18 left here in the second period. Carmen catches a bit of a break there. Bogner was ready to get out and get the point. Once again, he's in great position to get that point. He's just got to get that leg free.
So far, we've seen a lot of scrambling by these two. Bogner gets out, get his one. Now it's all tied up 3-3.
You hear the coaches yelling, motion, circle, circle. You don't want to stand flat-footed on the mat. Gives your opponent an easy opportunity to shoot in on your legs.
The more you move, the harder it is for them to take you down, and it's easier for you to set up for a move you want.
Three to three here. 25 seconds left in the second period. This is 113 pounds.
Takedown here in the last 15 seconds or so of the period would be big. Get you up by 2 going into that third period.
Clayton Carmen in the red and black for Cardinal. Evan Bogner in the blue and gray for West Geauga. As this period's going to, nice shot by Bogner. Oh, he just didn't have enough time.
Hit a little bit of a misdirection. That's how he got his almost one of his takedowns there in one of their scramble attempts.
So now, if you'll notice, in the second period, Bogner started down. In the third period, it was Carmen's decision, and he chose to start down, which is the common maneuver for wrestlers. It's a little bit easier to get out from the bottom position than it is to ride out the guy when you're in the top. So most wrestlers naturally will take that starting position down when it's their choice. A little bit easier to get called for stalling when you're on the top also. Stalling is when the referee determines you aren't working to score.
See a cradle here by Wagner. Both of these guys so far in this match have worked really well in getting out of those cradles. Another cradle's locked up here by Wagner. See if he rolls out in front. Trying to get some back points here.
Oh, and the reversal!
Gets
oh, not yet. The struggle, it's real. Boy, both wrestlers nearly scored there. A little bit of a scramble, and Wagner ends up back on top. 50 seconds left here in the third period.
Turnu is back here with the half.
There's the back points.
See Wagner trying to keep his arm from getting in between the two of them. Once that arm's through, it's real easy for that wrestler to roll through this half.
The score is 3-3, but Wagner is going to be awarded 3 back points.
Here, Carmen's really trying to not get pinned, save his team some points here on the team score. 7 seconds left. Keep that.
Wow, that's deep. Oh, and there it is! Right at the buzzer! Oh, that is big for West Geauga. The Wolverines take a 12-0 lead. Wow, Trent, how big is that when your teammate goes out and gets a pin like that at the buzzer?
It gives you a lot of momentum going into that next match. Really riles up the team. You saw all of the West G guys there on the bench go a little crazy.
Oh, it's inspirational for your teammates. And everybody wants those bonus points, and those bonus points are major decisions, technical falls, and pins. So here we are at 120 pounds. For Cardinal, it's Ty Ziegler, the senior. He's 7-1 with 6 pins. And for West Geauga, that should be Matthew Obranovich, who's 4-2 on the year. It wasn't fast enough on the clock, so I'll give you a countdown. We're at 1:30 left here in the first period. Ziegler with the spin behind, and there's 2 points.
See Ziegler on the top here working to get that arm bar, trying to hit that arm bar tilt. Putting his knee out in front, now he's flat. Working to hit a single arm bar here. You see him now lock up to 2. He's going to take big steps here, try and walk over his head, and then try and get his hips to the mat down here, push his knee away.
He's got plenty of time. We just hit the minute mark. There's 1 minute left. Ziegler looking to get his team back into this match, and there it is.
A lot of the times when we were in high school, we all loved to run that arm bar. Almost when you get it in, it's almost a sure pin. It's hard to get out of those. So we'd always say it's not if you're gonna get the pin, it's when. Got that double arm bar in there deep. Not a lot you can do once they have 2.
Absolutely. You get locked up, and all you can do is just kind of lean as hard as you can and try and keep that back off the mat and hope the clock runs out. So now we move into 126 pounds. The Huskies just cut their deficit in half. It's now 12-6. West Geauga in the lead. This should be Angelo Kozelka for Cardinal. He is a sophomore. And Nicholas Zapata for West Geauga. He's 2-2 on the year. Oh, quick spin behind for the takedown.
Well, we see a wing roll there on the bottom. Didn't work out that time.
Kozelka coming out on fire. Got a couple of back points to boot.
Looks like he's trying to work in that cradle. See a lot of scrambling here out of all of these these lightweight guys.
1:16 left in the first.
Kozelka there did get 2 points of near fall back points. It was 4-0 here. 1:16 left in the first period.
Referee always gets in the way, so get our zoom camera back here in a moment. Once again, Jackson Hare running our camera.
See Kozelka here trying to roll these wrists. Break down. Zapata, they go out of bounds once again.
Got 54 seconds left here in the first period here at 126 pounds. Kozelka came out, got that quick takedown. Then he got a couple of back points.
Saw the ref there, gave a caution to Zapata. When you're down in the bottom position off the start, those 2 white lines, your knees have to be behind. Your hands have to be in front of the other ones. His hands were on the line, gave him a caution there. 2 more cautions. He'll be Kozelka will be awarded 1 penalty point. So that's something you got to watch out for too.
Right. You'd think it's simple to line up, but when you're in the heat of a match, the heat of battle, you just kind of plop down, you're ready to go, and you don't know you're a millimeter on the line, and you get called for it. Trying to run that
here
half.
With that deep half.
Short time though. Can he get? He's got a couple of back.
Through there, he'll get 2 back points.
3 seconds left. Two more back points makes it 6-0 after the first period. Angelo Kozelka, who is 1-2 with a pin this season, he's up 6-0. Zapata chooses to start the second period in the neutral position.
Gives a stalling warner. He told him to get on line. He would still listen to his coaches. Now he's got to make sure he pushes, be intense the rest of this match. You don't want to give up any points off stalling calls.
Yeah, another stalling call will be a point awarded to Zapata. So, yes, you're right. Kozelka now has to stay aggressive. Although with a 6-0 lead, you might be able to afford 1 point, but there's another takedown, so let's make it 8-0.
Zapata there is trying to hit a head and arm. Kozelka slipped out of that, kind of put himself in a good position there to get 2.
Kozelka loves that half.
Running this half, trying to get it deep this time so he can't roll through.
Oh, and there's another pin for the Huskies. Back-to-back pins. That one's in 2:54. Cardinal ties the match, heading into the 132-pound bout. So after giving up that forfeit and the pin at 113, the Huskies are right back in action here, heading into the 132-pound weight class. Well, Trent, that's what you want to see, is when your team falls behind, guys have to step up and go for those bonus points, and especially the pins, and you just saw it. So 132 should be Wojtasic, Michael Wojtasic for Cardinal. He is 2-4 on the year with 2 pins. And I believe it's Thomas Randolph for West Geauga, who's 3-1 on the year. Got a little bit of a scramble here.
See a duck under here, trying by Rando. Straight to his back. Wojtasic trying to roll through here. He's got the reverse half. Got to pull that arm across his face, squeeze it tight. Watasek here with a good arch.
That's a tough position to get out of.
It's a real tight half. He lifts that head though. He kind of has nothing more to arch on but his shoulders. Real tight. Circling away from towards his head.
Randall's got that in deep.
Trying to pick his head up off the mat.
And there's the pin. 107. 107 for Randall with the pin. He'll go to 4-1 on the year. So now we'll move into the 138-pound weight class. It is West Geauga 18, Cardinal 12, heading into 138 pounds. Should be Xander Rose for Cardinal in the red and black. And Jack Sparent, the senior from West Geauga, who was 8th in the state last year. Tough matchup here for the Huskies.
Sparent in there with a deep double on the edge of the mat, getting his 2 points. You see him there when they get to the edge of the mat. Once you get to the edge of the mat, if your knees touch down when you're outside the mat, you won't get those 2 points. So we saw Sparent there, make sure he kept his knees off, get those 2 points there. Got that deep kind of a half cradle thing right there.
34 seconds on the pin for Jack Sparent. West Geauga now up 24-12.
That was a deep half.
Going quick here, Trent.
It is.
Going to see a lot of pins. Some of these matchups, favor one team over the other. So here we are, 145 pounds. Look at that. I so used to it from previous years. It's 144 this year. It's Benjamin Bolton for Cardinal, who's 0-4 on the year, versus Michael Cavassini from West Geauga. He's 3-1.
Saw a good deep high crotch there by Cavassini.
Running the tilt. Collecting some back points now. Back points, you get your opponent's back past that 45-degree angle and you'll score some points.
Looks like he's trying to hit that tilt here again. Get a two
more
there. Before you can score more points, though, on those back points, you have to show that you released from that hold, that move. So he hit that tilt 2 times in a row, but he let go of that arm. And then he got it right back. You see an escape here by Ben Bolton. Nice deep double leg flare there.
Cavassini now with a couple of takedowns and 4 back points. He leads 8-1 here, late part of the first period. 30 seconds left.
Going for another tilt.
That was my favorite move as a wrestler. That and a double leg.
Trying to get more back points here towards the end of this period.
Come on, ref.
Getting his 2 back points here. 10-1, 5 seconds left in the first period. Working to get that tilt there again at the end there. Time ran out.
10-1, we've got a major decision already as long as Cavassini can maintain this an 8-point margin. If he gets to a 15-point margin, it'll be a technical fall. And those are the bonus points we're talking about. For a regular win, 7 points or less, you get 3 team points. If you win by 8 to 14, you get 4. And if you win by 15 or more, you get 5. The pin is 6.
2 here on that double leg by Cavazzini. In with a deep half, trying to get that pin rather than that tech, give his team a extra team point.
There it is. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the pin. West Geauga now leads 30 to 12. Moving into the 150-pound weight class. Well, Cardinal's got its work cut out for them. The Huskies have to start winning some matches. They're now down 30 to 12, and they're going to give up a forfeit at 144. So that makes it 36 to 12.
I think that was 150 right there with that forfeit.
That was 150. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we're moving into 157. And that's going to be Austin Strever for Cardinal. 3-1 with 2 pins this year. He's a returning district qualifier. And for West Geauga, we've got a couple wrestlers. Haven't given us an announcement on which West Geauga wrestler it is.
West G here, he had a Russian there, trying to get that single off the Russian.
This is Justin Artino. He's 3-0 on the season. Ranked among the top 18 in his weight class.
In there deep on that.
This is a really good match here because Strever may not be ranked yet, but I believe by the end of the year he will be.
Takedown too.
Oh, and
he's gonna call that potentially dangerous. Kind of put him down there on his head. 1 point for that as a penalty point. It's the one dangerous thing when you got a guy up in the air when he has locked around the waist. You never know how he's gonna end up falling there for you. See a suck back here. He's gonna try and get his back points. Got that arm caught. That half. No back points awarded here. Strever working to get that escape. Artino got to work up there. Spins out of bounds. Gets a little reset there.
Got 56 seconds left here in the first period. Get my clock corrected. Got to get this ref to give us a little bit of an angle here, Trent. There we go.
Artino there with the double boots. Try and work here to get some back points off of these with the power half. If he gets high, oh, he didn't get high there. If he gets high, there's a lot you can do as a guy on the bottom. Has one boot in now. He's gonna work here to try and put that other boot in there and get that power half in. Some near fall points here.
As you can see, that back is past that 45-degree angle, and that's why he's being awarded the back points. Nice maneuver by the referee to get out of the way.
3 back points. Does not want to give up that escape point though. Holds on to the end of the period.
5-1 after the first period. Justin Artino leads Austin Strever. Artino starting the down position here to start the second period.
Strever got high there. He's gonna probably give up a reversal and some backs, maybe a pin. Got that.
There's the reversal.
Half, lifting his head so he can't arch back.
You know, Trent, you keep talking about a wrestler getting high. Can you tell our viewers what that means?
Yeah, when you're on top position, you want to try and stay behind his arms so he can't rump up. By rump up, I mean like kind of put his butt up in the air, get your weight to fall forward more. So when you get above in front of those shoulders, it's a lot easier for that guy on the bottom position to work his way out of that.
247 on the pin. Justin Artino gives West Geauga a comfortable 42-12 lead. Here in this first of 3 dual matches we'll see tonight. All Geauga County teams, all Chagrin Valley Conference teams here on CVC TV, presented by Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. This is 165 pounds. Josh Ripley from Cardinal, a junior, he's 6-2 with 5 pins. And for West Geauga, it's Ethan Bartlett. Bartlett with the takedown.
Nice outside single there. Ripley gets that escape right away.
Bartlett is 5-1 on the year. West Geauga with some definite talent this year. You obviously know about your returning state qualifiers, but what we've seen tonight in some of the other weight classes, they're deep.
Ripley here in on a single leg. You see him transfer his head to the middle. He's going to try and work his way up that leg, try and get 2. Bartlett working to try and keep his head on the mat. Ripley ends up getting now 2 takedown, 3-2. Ripley on top, 130. Looked like when they went out of bounds, clock's not stopping.
Yeah, I don't know why they're still running it. They've
See,
still hasn't stopped it. Now they did at 1:15. I think they're going to have to add some time to that.
stopping the match here. Looks like blood time for Cardinal.
Interesting segue when you mentioned blood time. Chagrin Falls wrestling coach Pete Cimarroni has a wrestling podcast called Blood Time. It's a fantastic listen for all you wrestling fans, but he delves in a little bit deeper than wrestling. It's more about the relationships that you form between coaches and wrestlers and just fantastic stuff. And the first few episodes of Blood Time was all former coaches that were coaching when I was wrestling. And so, you know, it was a nice trip through memory lane hearing about some of those guys. So, yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, look up the Blood Time podcast. Chagrin Falls coach Pete Cimarroni does a great job with it. It's a Maverick Peters production. All right, here we go. 1:15 left here in the first period at 165.
It looks like they spotted some blood on the mat. They got to get out here, make sure they disinfect that. Keep everything clean, all the wrestlers.
So right now, Cardinal is down by 30 points, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weight classes left. So for Cardinal to tie the match, they've got a pin in the next 5 weight classes. Otherwise, the Huskies are in trouble.
And as we talked about earlier, that heavyweight match is going to be a good one between Lucas Sadler and John Avalon.
That is going to be worth the price of admission. Oh, that was a quick scramble there. Stalling on green. They're going to call Bartlett for the stall for running off the mat. You've got to make a wrestling move.
Bartlett up quick again towards the edge of the mat. Ripley with the 2-on-1.
Big physical weight class here. These guys going head to head here.
Mentioned earlier the intensity these duels bring, and we really see that coming out here in this match at 165.
Absolutely. You're here in front of your fans. You don't want to get shown up.
One escape. there was kind of like a shuck is what we call it. Get that quick 2 on that scramble a little bit. It looks like he's working here for a bundle. He's going to try and pull and circle towards the head. Let's go with that. Looking to do a near side cradle.
So to understand what happened, Bartlett was in the down position. He broke free and got a point, but he got a quick takedown. So that was a 3-point swing there. 1 on the escape and then 2 for the takedown. So he went from trailing 3-2 to now leading 5-3. And knowing Shipley, I think this match is definitely far from over. Second period, and Bartlett will choose the down position. I think there's a question on whose choice it was. So it was Cardinal's choice. Remember when we talked about flipping that disc? Each weight class, someone gets to pick whether they want to start the second period down, up, or on their feet.
And you'll see between the matches, the referee will take that coin from his back pocket, kind of flip it to whichever side is going to have that pick in the next match. Sometimes with forfeit, throws it off a little bit, as we saw in this period.
Right.
Thought it was Green's choice, was Red's.
And to start the period, Bartlett decided to give Shipley a escape. You have that choice now. That was a rule change over the last few years. You used to actually have to set up in the referee's position and then push away to give that point. Now you can just tell the ref and he'll let the other guy stand up and you'll start in the neutral position. Still 5-4.
You can hear the West G coach telling Bartlett work for that inside tie. You want that inside control. You have a lot more you can do off of there. You can do a high crotch, snap down, duck under. A lot of moves there. You can work off of it. Works in right off the whistle to that inside tie. Almost had a single leg out of it.
Nearing the 1 minute mark, halfway of this second period. Bartlett on top of Shipley, 5-4. And Bartlett's got that single leg, but Shipley's trying to fight it off. Bartlett holding on for dear life. Got that leg wrapped up. It's tough to do when your head's being buried into the mat. Elevation and spin.
Still no points awarded yet. Good little scramble here by both of these guys. See him try and push his head, pop it out. Just like he did there, get his 2 points. 7-4. Bartlett up, 20 seconds left in the second.
That's a big takedown because if Bartlett can ride him out for this last 20 seconds, Shipley's now in big trouble.
And Bartlett will get his choice at the beginning of the third period.
Trying to get that arm bar in.
Trying to force that shoulder up into his ear. Makes it a little easier on that arm bar to get those big steps and walk big steps over his head to get him to turn. See Bartlett chooses to go down here in the third period. Ripley will need some back points here. Or if he gets an escape, he'll need takedown and then back points as well. Bartlett's good at getting up and getting to his feet quick. Just Ripley, good returns to the mat.
So Ripley on top is decided he's going to go for the back points instead of giving Bartlett the escape and then working for takedowns. It's a risky move, but if you're comfortable with your your skills on the top. And
Ripley
Shipley is.
here, he's had a boot in. Bartlett trying to get that boot out. Working to try and pull him and turn him, get those back points. Calling a stalemate here, knowing a lot of times refs let that ride out a little bit, see what's going on, and then if no one can gain an advantage, you're kind of stuck, not really being able to do anything to each other. They'll call a stalemate, get a reset. 1 minute left in the third period. Trying to suck him back there to get some back points. Making sure he's staying behind those arms, not giving him.
He's got to go for a move now. 40 seconds left.
He has that half Nelson in there. He's trying to jump sides. Got about 30 seconds left here to get some back points. Bartlett just has to try not to get turned here. He's got a cradle locked up. He's going to try and jump over.
Oh, and he spun out of it.
There, he's got it. Bartlett with the 2 reversal.
Bartlett up 9-4. 5 seconds remaining. And that's going to do it. Bartlett, the 9-4 winner. West Geauga now leads Cardinal 45-12, and that locks up this dual match win. Although we have some weight classes left, West Geauga is going to win this one as we head into the 175-pound weight class. For Cardinal, it's going to be Chase Simak. For West Geauga, we've got a few wrestlers listed at 175. Let's see who they send out.
I think this is Corey Holden, I believe, for West G. Not too sure. Haven't heard anyone say anything yet.
Yep, just waiting for that.
Really quick stalling warning here. 9 seconds in the first period.
Not sure the West Geauga wrestler agreed with that.
Simak tried to shot off the whistle. He missed it there.
I am impressed by what I've seen out of West Geauga tonight.
A lot of really good wrestlers on that team as we've seen.
They're not running their clock. They've got it at 141. We are at 119, so we'll give them the heads up. Nearing the 1 minute mark here in the first period.
West G's working here to get a breakdown. Simak's trying to work up. West G in with the locked cradle. Went over a little too hard, rolled him through.
Oh, and look at this, Simak, oh!
Almost with that reversal. Here West G's coach telling him to give up 1, not 2. He'd rather give him that 1 point escape than have him get a reversal, tie the match up 2-2. 2-1 West G ahead. 45 seconds is what their clock says.
We're down to 20 seconds, but I think they're going to let this wrestle out unless they can get a whistle, and we can give them a heads up on that extra 20 seconds.
Both wrestlers here working for that wrist control.
So they're going to get an extra, oh, the ref had it. He was keeping time. Nice work by the ref.
It's got that good internal clock going.
Yeah, I didn't see him looking at a clock or anything, but nice work there, Mr. Referee. Move to the second period, and West Geauga will take the down position. Still haven't heard anybody shouting out a name.
I've heard some people yelling CJ.
So that could be Corey Holden. It could be Gabe Grizes.
Simak with looking like a bundle here. Now he has a 2-on-1. Looks like he might try and work to get a tilt.
Need Coach Baker at home to text me some names here.
Stand up here by West G. Gets out, gets his 3-1. West G ahead. About a minute 20 left in the second period. A lot of wrestling here on their feet in this match so far.
West Geauga leads 45-12. Only a couple of those matches were forfeits, so Wolverines putting in some work tonight. Simak 6-3 on the year with 5 pins.
Simak in deep on a single. Head's on the outside, not really where you want your head to be. Looking for almost a banana split. Simak gets,
there's 2.
Rewards him his 2. One escape there for West G. 4-3. About 20 seconds left in the second period. Not seeing as much movement here in the second period as we did at the start of the first period. Kind of still feeling each other out. Both have a takedown in this match. West G has 2 takedowns here.
Gonna move into the third period here at West Geauga. 4-3, West Geauga wrestler in the lead over Chase Simak from Cardinal. It's going to give him the escape. We talked about that in the last match. You have that option to just allow the wrestler up.
4-4 tied up here now. West G's thinking they can get that takedown. Already have 2 here in the match. Smart call as he works in, gets that.
Great shot.
Outside single shot for 2 points. 6-4 now. West G's ahead.
That was a nice setup. Change directions. Quick to the foot.
Circled him one way, went back the other.
That's why you drill.
Simak here with the reversal.
That was slick.
Call that a Granby.
Granby roll.
Has a 2-on-1. We saw him trying to hit a tilt there. Trying to go out of bounds, not give him the 1 point. The referee does call out of bounds. 6-6 now. Need to decide here if they want to give him that escape point or try and get some back point here. Up quickly, West G. Returned back to the mat by Simak.
1 minute left here in the third period. 6-6.
Simak with the half Nelson. Stands up, turns towards him. Doesn't give the escape point there again.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a tough call there.
Didn't really look like they were completely off the mat there.
He had a little bit of separation.
Ref's decision doesn't give him the 1 point. 46 seconds left.
Oh,
caution here on maybe both of them. They both jumped a little bit. See, stand up again. Got to return him to the mat quickly as to not get that stalling. Colin locking hands now. Gives him that free move. 1 point penalty on Simak. Going to be 7-6. 33 seconds left.
That changes the strategy, doesn't it, Trent?
It does. He has 33 seconds to try and either turn him or you could try and give him that neutral point, have him go up by 2, and then work to just get a takedown. Looks like he's going to try and get his back points. Got that power half in. He's turning away really hard. It's going to be hard for him to turn him. 20 seconds left. Might be able to get a stalling call here. Gets a stand up, got to return to the mat. Not a very good return. Gets that reversal 2 with about 2 seconds left.
That's going to do it. We believe that's Corey Holden, a 9-6 winner. That's going to give West Geauga a 48-12 lead. And the Huskies are running out of time. At this point, all they can do is kind of make it a little more respectable and win some matches. But we're now at 190 pounds, 3 matches left. Not enough for the Huskies to come back and pick up a dual meet win, but as we said, they can make it a little bit closer.
Got Cameron Demos there with that forfeit at 190 for the Huskies.
So now we'll bump up to 215.
Andrew Tucholsky, wrestler for Cardinal.
Oh, we got
Alexander.
They didn't have their clock set right.
Looks like they set it for 2 seconds, not 2 minutes.
It happens. I've already done that tonight in our scoreboard clock here, so I know the struggle. It's real. So this is 2:15. This is Tucholsky and Alexander Hines, who is 0-2 for West Geauga. Tucholsky is 7-2 with 4 pins.
Both these guys working to get that inside control.
Man, Trent, I just realized, was it Take Your Parents to Work Day? I see your folks up in the bleachers.
Yeah, no.
They're just big Cardinal fans. They're at I see them everywhere. It's great.
I texted my dad after I finished work because he had mentioned he was going to come. I was like, "Are you coming tonight?" He said, "Yeah, Mom and I are going to show up and watch some wrestling." See my dad up there coaching. He was a coach when I was wrestling. Kind of stepped away a little bit. See Tucholsky there trying to get some back points after his takedown. Got a 2 count. Hasn't let go of that hold yet though, so nothing's been awarded.
Man, you know, one other change from high school wrestling back in the day. Tucholsky's got that long hair that was never allowed. Oh, Tucholsky with the pin in 1 minute and 11 seconds.
He's got the mullet look going on.
Yeah, that was never allowed back in the day. Well, folks, we talked about it earlier, and now it's time. 285 pounds, our heavyweights. John Avalon, a returning district qualifier. He is 8-1 with 8 pins versus Lucas Sadler for West Geauga, 4-0. Top 20 in Division II. The big fellas. Avalon looks great. I saw him, the last few years, and he went from being a little bit of a chunkier heavyweight to he's filled out. He looks like he really committed himself to preparing himself for this final run at the state tournament.
Talked to him a couple weeks ago. Told me he lost a bunch of weight there over the summer. And I wrestle with him a little bit when I'm in the room, and he's so strong. I give up a little bit of weight, but
I was going to say, you packed on a couple of pounds. That freshman 15.
I did.
Yeah, you filled out a little bit too. You went from 106. I mean, everybody does. You look at old wrestlers, I wrestled 126 pounds in high school. You'd never tell today.
My senior year, I was wrestling 132 before I got hurt.
Oh, big fellas. Causing a little ruckus over there on the edge of the mat.
You see that a lot with the bigger guys. Usually they're taller. It's harder for them to stop their momentum as quick. And there's only a couple feet here off the edge of the mat. Both of these wrestlers trying to get that first takedown. About 50 seconds left in the first period.
One thing that if you watch a lot of wrestling, when it comes to heavyweights, you've got to be ready for anything because these matches, they can be really, really slow, but things can happen in a hurry.
Right. Sather with the double gets the takedown 2 there. Going to try and work to break him down. Switching sides.
With the heavyweights, there's a lot of arm fighting, a lot of tie-ups, a lot of circling, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Looks like Sadler's working to get that half.
7 seconds left here. I'm sorry I didn't start the clock for you at home, folks.
Trying to get some back points here at the end. Time will expire. 2-0, end of the first period.
Sadler with that first period takedown. Avalon chooses, it's going to be Sadler's decision, so he chooses down. Avalon deferred.
Working on those hands, gets that one escape point for Sadler. 3-0 now in the second period. See Sadler here working, wrestling almost like a lightweight here with his down on the head double leg quick shot there. See a lot of the heavyweights try and do a lot of snap downs and
that's what he's trying to set up right now.
Or duck unders. Got that nice double leg shot there for him though.
Yeah, when I was in high school, our heavyweight, when I was a sophomore, he was a senior. He had a wicked fireman's carry, and you'd never think you'd see a heavyweight hitting a fireman's carry the way he did, but it was sweet.
Sather with the shot for a double leg. Looks like Avalon will try and spin, get behind him. Sadler gets up and away. No points awarded there.
Nice work by Sadler to counter that. It looked like Avalon was going to score. And when you get a big guy on you like that, it's tough, but Sadler's got that agility. He's showing it.
Sadler going for an ankle pick there, doesn't get it. Still on her feet, 45 seconds left. Avalon with the shot single leg. Gonna see Sadler reaching for ankles, trying to pull those up off the mat so he can't really get any leverage to drive through him.
Yeah, he's got to use that right arm, push down on Avalon's head, and there it is, spun behind, got the takedown.
Working here for the power half. Got the half in, gonna try and jump.
5-0, Sadler in the lead, but Trent, as you know, in the heavyweight weight class, anything can happen.
Yeah, points can fly out right after a reversal. A lot of times in heavyweight matches, there will be a couple near fall points or after a takedown. So really it comes down to this choice here. Looks like they're gonna go top for Cardinal. Avalon will be on top of Sadler beginning of this third period. I've already seen Sadler get a good couple scrambling escapes.
Zoomed in there on Alan Cornspan from the Geauga Maple Leaf. Great to see some local media here covering this event.
Sadler out and away, gets his 1 point, 6-0 on their feet again.
At this point for Avalon, best position is on the feet. Try and get one of those 5-point moves, take down to the back.
5-point move or take down to a back, get a pinning combination in. Sadler in on this single leg. Avalon sprawling back here. We see him pushing that head down, trying to get an underhook. Looks like Sadler's going to step up. Broke away from each other now. Working towards center. You hear the ref, center, center, center. You don't want those big guys to wrestle out there on the edge of the mat, as we've seen a couple times already, almost going on the hardwood the second time there in the second
And Sadler's like a shark in the water when it comes to the edge of the mat. He's real aggressive there, looking to score when it gets there. A lot of heavyweights are like, we're close to the mat, they're going to call it. Sadler's taking advantage of that.
Almost stop wrestling there at the edge. You think they're going to call it. They might not. They might. Sadler in on another single leg. He's going to bump that hip down, get his 2 points, 8-0. See him working for this power half again. 30 seconds left in the third period. Have a major decision right now. Up by 8. Near side cradle, you hear their coach yelling. Doesn't get that. He's going to go for a breakdown here.
Right about 12 seconds left here in the match, in this dual meet.
See a breakdown.
Sadler with an impressive win here, as for a heavyweight to show the agility that he showed, pretty impressive. It's an 8-0 win, major decision for Lucas Sadler.
Got a nice shot there off of his feet. A couple times getting in on those legs, the Avalon, and bumping that hip, dumping it, getting his 2 points.
52-24 is going to be your final score here. West Geauga with the win over the Cardinal Huskies here in the first match of our tri-match. I believe our next match is West Geauga versus Berkshire. Cardinal versus Berkshire. But we'll see how they shake that out. Normally it's the home team will let the other two go head-to-head, get their matches out of the way, and then the home team will finish out in that third bout. So we'll see what happens. Nice win for the Huskies here. For the Wolverines. Got to keep my team straight. 52-24 is the final score. We are going to take a quick break as we set up for our second bout. But first, we're going to thank our sponsor from CVC TV, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery.
Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery diagnoses and treats facial pain and injuries, and also offers a full range of dental implants and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery for all of your oral surgery and cosmetic surgery needs. Please visit their website at www.ohsurgery.com.
Welcome back to West Geauga High School for CVC TV wrestling action. We've got a tri-match between the host Wolverines, the Berkshire Badgers, and the Cardinal Huskies. We open the night with a West Geauga win over Cardinal. Next up, Cardinal faces rival Berkshire. Captains are meeting at center mat. And so we'll be underway here in just a couple of minutes with our second duel of the night. Once again, I am Steve Hare, the CVC Sports Information Director. Joining me on the broadcast is Trent Mast, the 2017 graduate of Cardinal, one of the area's top wrestlers of his time. On camera is Jackson Hare, pulling in some duty for his dad. Appreciate that, Jackson. I'll let you eat tonight. Trent, Cardinal, tough break for him in that first round. West Geauga, deep, talented, but Cardinal, the guys that we expected to go out and win and compete, did that. A couple of guys, like John Avalon, ran into a monster there at 285. Lucas Sadler had his way. Shipley had a great match too. So, Cardinal's got to come out, try and close out the night 1-1 with a big win over their rival. Berkshire's got 2 matches ahead of them, so they definitely want to create some momentum here. But if you're Cardinal, how do you kind of bounce back from that first dual meet loss?
The guys that win their matches, they just got to keep doing what they did, try and pump up the guys who might have had a tough break or not really a good match. A lot of it is just getting what happened in that last match kind of out of your head and just trying maybe something different that didn't work in the last match, or just taking that loss and using it as motivation in this next match that they have. And there's already going to be a lot of emotions going into this. Good emotions, because Berkshire Cardinal, big rivalry there. Yeah,
I think that first one, the Huskies are going to be able to shake that off real quickly, knowing who they're wrestling in this next round. So I think they'll be ready.
As a wrestler for either team, you never want to lose that match to your rival. So should see a lot of good matches here in this second duel.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about Cardinal already. Berkshire comes in. Head coach Adam Lang is in his 7th season. Assistant coaches David Malkus and Jesse DeWeese. The Badgers won the Chagrin Valley Conference Valley Division last year. They had an overall dual meet record of 22-9. They won the Division III sectional championship. And later this season, they're going to wrestle in the Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association's dual state tournament. To qualify for that, you had to have a certain amount of wrestlers advance into the district tournament. There's a little point system that they've created to determine which teams will wrestle in that dual state tournament. And Berkshire, on the strength of their underclass performance last year, earned a shot. So the Badgers will wrestle, can't remember who their first round opponent is, but I believe it's out at Garrettsville Garfield High School. So we'll see. I think we're going to try and stream those matches. Kirtland will be out there as well from the Chagrin Valley Conference. So here we go for the second duel in our tri-match. I believe we are starting at 113. We already saw Clayton Carmen for Cardinal. He's coming back out. And I believe that's going to be Avery Wood for Berkshire. Carmen in the red and black singlet, Wood in the purple and black. Wood is 3-6 this year with 3 pins.
Nice little high crotch there by Wood. Steps over, has a Turk in, lets that go. Working to break Carmen down, put that half in, out to the side. Goes right back to it. Gets him over with that half. Slips out, tried to reverse it. Doesn't come away, gets that half again. 4-0 right now. Potentially dangerous.
Got 1:21 left in the first period.
Called a full Nelson there. Gives Carmen 1 point, 4-1. Got a far ankle, far knee.
Oh, my score disappeared. There we go.
Gets a cradle locked in. Takes him over a little too hard. Still has it locked up. 2 near fall points. Carmen in on a single leg. Switches off double. Gonna try and climb up the back, get the reversal, 2 points there.
6-3, Wood in the lead, but he is in the down position now. Carmen takes control.
Carmen's working here, trying to get that half Nelson in, power half. Wood with the nice little switch there, gets his reversal too. Has a half. Running it, slides out of it. He's still in a good position there. He's trying to scoop his head. Carmen working to get his arm through. Gets that pin there for Wood.
1 minute and 55 seconds on the fall. The Badgers take a 6-0 lead. So Wood comes out, gives the Badgers an early lead over their rival.
Ty Ziegler for Cardinal at 120. Wrestling Charlie Prosser. These kids grew up about 2 houses away from each other. So little friendship rivalry going on right now on the mat. Ty Ziegler in with a nice double leg there. Working to try and get the armbar. Rolling it. Puts that arm on his back here in a hammer lock. Gets single bar in. Working on that armbar tilt. He tried last match as well. Jump size, working to try and get a double armbar in.
Ziegler won his first match by pin. Took 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Double armbar. And see him, he's trying to sit through there. Let's go. Gets the single armbar.
There's his second fall of the night. This one in 59 seconds. That will tie the match 6-6.
Two pins tonight with armbar by Ty.
I remember those arm bars from last year. He likes them.
Yep.
126, we got Angelo Kozelka for Cardinal and Amadeus Kosova for Berkshire.
See a lot of movement here already out of these two on their feet. Kozelka working, trying to get that inside control. Now Kosova with the inside controls. Nice snap down there by Kozelka. Hasn't got his 2 points awarded yet. 2 points there. Out of bounds. Gonna go for that reset with Kosova down, Kozelka on top. For a chop the arm, knee in the butt there, breakdown. Doesn't quite work out. Has the arm bar in. Locks up the double arm bar. Big steps here for Kozelka. jump sides, try and work the other way. One of the only ways you can really work out of an arm bar is to just keep switching your hips, as he did there. Doesn't get turned. Kozovka still behind 2-0. Kozova working up. Gonna go out of bounds again here.
33 seconds left here in the first period. Still 2-0.
Tight waist, far ankle for the breakdown. Kozova standing up again, trying to turn, get his one. Kozovka with a nice return to the mat. Gonna go out again. No change of control.
20 seconds left in this opening period. Kozovka on top 2-0. Tie match here, 6-6. Each team with a pin.
Tight waist, far ankle again by Kozovka. Switching to a far ankle, far knee. Kozova still working to get that escape. They're going out of bounds again. Seven seconds left in the first. Trying to hit a switch, almost gets it. Kozova still on bottom at the end of that period, 2-0. Kozovka leading. Cardinal with the choice, chooses to defer, gives Kozova choice to begin the second period. Kozova chooses bottom. Far ankle, far knee again here from Kozovka. Here the ref telling the wrestlers to work in. Try not to get out. Go out of bounds, get a reset again. Looks like there might be a change here. Reversal 2 here for Kozova. 2-2. 1:30 left in the period. See Kozovka based out there right off the whistle, trying to see what Kozova would do. Has a spiral ride. Kozova with the breakdown, working to get in a pinning combination, rolling wrists. Working to get his half in. Kozovka fighting off this half as hard as he can. Kozovka spins out of that one. No escape point yet. Kozova still in control here. No change of control as Kozova gets back behind Kozovka for Cardinal. In deep with the half. Kozova with the pin.
3 minutes and 51 seconds for Kozova. The Badgers take a 12-6 lead over the Huskies. £132 now. Berkshire fresh off of a pin, The Badgers are now up to 12-6 over the Huskies.
Johnny Hayden, for the wrestler for Berkshire. Michael Watasik for Cardinal. Both these wrestlers are juniors. Hayden in with the single leg. Both scrambling here. Hayden elevating Watasik up in the air, trying to come through from between his legs to get those 2 points. Turns to the head, gets his 2, has a half.
Right to the back.
Pull that arm across his face, scoop in that half, lift his head. Watasik with a good arch. Gets out of that pinning combination. Hayden with the 3-point near fall, 5-0, 45 left in the first period.
Well, Tasek did a nice job of getting off his back. That one looked like it might end here in the first period.
Hayden in with the arm bar. Watasik working out of that. Hayden with the 2-point near fall, 7-0. 20 seconds left in the first period. Hayden
he stuck him. Stacked him right up and finished him off in 1:45 here in the first period. Berkshire now taking control of the match here. 18-6. The Badgers with 3 pins. Moving into the 138-pound weight class. Xander Rose for Cardinal. Ian Martin for the Badgers.
Martin with the quick 2 in the off of a scramble. Looks like they're going to go out of bounds. Rose working here, try and get a switch, reversal. 2-2. 1:30 left in the period.
Martin comes in 0-9, so looking for his first win and went right after that takedown and got it. But Rose comes back with the reversal and it's 2-2.
Rose with the half, trying to sink it deep.
That is deep.
Gonna try and lift the head, get his head up. Gets the pin there.
53 seconds for Xander Rose. Huskies working their way back into the match. It's 18-12. Go to 144 pounds. I got it right this time only because I heard one of the coaches say it. So got to get used to that. It's going to be a forfeit for the Huskies. So now we're back to even, 18-18. Moving into the 150-pound weight class. It's going to be another forfeit. Cardinal does not have a 150, nor do the Badgers. Josh Brown's coming out. Oh, Josh Brown is their 150. They just had it out of order. I'm sorry. So Josh Brown picks up a forfeit at 150. Berkshire now leads 24-18. And we'll go to 157. And that should be Austin Strever for Cardinal and Alex Munn for the Badgers. Strever versus Munn. Strever 3-1 with 2 pins coming into tonight. Munn is 7-3 with 6 pins. So both these guys like to get off the mat in a hurry.
See both these guys working, trying to set something up. Strever shot for the single leg, doesn't quite get it. Munn with the front headlock, looking to spin behind, get that cradle. No points yet. Strever working to get his head out of there. Referee chooses to stop the match as Munn's headgear flies off in that scramble.
125 left here. You never know what you're going to see in wrestling.
Fake shot there by Strever. Try and get a little bit of a reaction out of Munn. Both in the ear-to-ear tie. Munn has a Russian. Looks in the drop single. Gets the 2 points there. Has a half in. Looking to rake it across his body. Strever with the reversal too as they go out of bounds. 2-2, 53 seconds left in the period. Strever looks to cradle. Munn with a funny leg in. Strever looking to get back points. Scoop the half with the reverse half. Strever's got to walk to the head. Try not to get rolled over here. Munn with the reversal. Strever with 3 back points. 4-5 now. Munn's looking to run this half. Strever rolls into that half. 3 back points, 7-5. Munn winning going into the second period. Munn's choice chooses to defer. Strever chooses down. Munn looks like he's having a little bit of trouble keeping his headgear snapped together.
Coach Malkus over there to the rescue. Let's see if it holds out this time.
Munn with the 2-on-1. Trying to sink the half deep again here.
Oh boy,
that's a deep half.
220 on the pin for Munn. The Badgers take a 30-18 lead. £165 now. This is one the Huskies need. Josh Ripley, sorry. And I believe he is going to win because I don't believe the Badgers have a 165. So the Huskies get one the easy way. Now we'll move to 175. And here we've got Chase Simak for Cardinal and Lucas Loma for Berkshire. Saw Simak in the first round. He came in 6-3, 6-4 now. And Loma comes in 6-4 with 5 pins.
Simak here looking for the front headlock. Loma looking to sucker drag out of it. Loma with the single leg steps over, gets his 2 points. Breaks Simac down. Loma looks like he's a little bit high here. Throws in a double boots, try and arch up. Save himself from getting pulled over Simac's head. Loma trying to get that half in. Simac with a nice little front roll. Gets the reversal. Gets a single armbar in. Gets the far wrist. Gonna try and walk big steps over the head. Force the shoulder down to the mat.
He's got plenty of time here. Right around 45 seconds.
Loma gets that arm out. Gets out the back door as you hear one of the spectators yelling. Gets his reversal too. Loma with another half Nelson. Gonna try and crossface. Simac down to the mat. Simac looking to get reversal there, goes out of bounds. 1 point escape.
7 seconds left here in the opening period at 175 pounds. Loma on top of Simac, 4-3. Simac chooses to start the second period in the down position. Simac earns the escape the easy way. Loma let him up to start the period. 4-4.
Loma with the front headlock. Simac trying to get that double. No points awarded as they both go out of bounds. Start back on their feet. Simac with the double leg shot, switches off single. No points yet. Loma now with the single. Simac trying to throw in boots. 2 for Simac. Reversal 2 for Loma. Still tied 6-6 now.
Seems nobody wants to take control.
Loma with the cradle.
There it is.
Gonna get some near fall points here at least.
Bottom knee in the side.
Simac gets out of the cradle. Loma has an armbar in now. 3 points, 9-6 for Loma, leading. 45 seconds left in the second period. Throws in that power half. He's trying to work that. Simac still trying to get some points here in the second. Loma with a cradle. Simac with a reversal. 9-8. Loma leading.
Under 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Loma leads 9-8 after 2 periods. He will start the third period in the down position, looking for that escape or a reversal. Simac looking to keep him down on the mat.
Simak looking to get a crossface cradle. Can't tell if he's locked it up yet or not. It looks like he's trying to take him back, get some back points. He gets high. Loma out in front, hasn't got any points yet. A little bit of a scramble here. Loma now should get 2 points as he has a boot in. Loma with 2. Loma's high. Simak tried to suck him under by grabbing his head when he was high and pulling him underneath him. Doesn't work out for him there. Loma leading 11-8.
Down to 103, 102, 101.
Simak looking to get a reversal there. Loma slips out from that reversal again. No points. Still 11-8, 40 seconds left to go. Loma with a half. Chase Simak
Trying to kick over.
trying to get some points here. Loma still in control.
Down to 23 seconds. You can tell Simak had that first round match already. Looking a little bit worn here.
Loma with the half. Simak trying to roll out of that. Simak gets his 1 point.
That's going to do it. Loma with the 11-9 win over Simak. He battled to the end, just couldn't pull it out.
Simak looks like he's got something wrong with his shoulder. He's been grabbing at it.
Yeah, when he came out of that, the one headlock that Loma had in, I saw him grimace at that point.
I know he had a little bit of a shoulder injury during the football season. Doesn't look like it's quite.
So 33-24, Berkshire is in the lead as we move into the 190-pound weight class. I don't believe Cardinal had a 190. I know Coach Ziegler said he had a 190 JV. I'm not sure if he's going to trot him out here against Lucas Stoddard, Berkshire's 190-pounder. Not sure you'd want to send a JV kid out to wrestle a 3-time state qualifier or 2-time state qualifier, 1-time state alternate. Stoddard 3rd in the state last year.
Looks like they're going to send out Cameron Demos at 190, get a forfeit, have Stoddard go wrestle 215 against Andrew Tucholsky from Cardinal.
Yeah, that's a good matchup here now, as opposed to Stoddard wrestling a JV kid. So now you get Tucholsky, who's got a mountain to climb here, but he's a district qualifier from last year.
Tucholsky wrestling 215. No, he's trying to work down, get to 190. Couldn't quite get there today, so looks like either way they would have been wrestling each other. Stoddard here with the quick 2.
Once again, a little late clock issue.
Stoddard here with a tilt. Stoddard with 5 now. Looks like he's working to get another tilt.
Stoddard picked up an accolade this year before the wrestling season even started. He was the Ohio winner of the high school Heisman Trophy.
Stoddard with another tilt. Looks like he just has a 2-on-1 tilt. Gonna get his 5 count, get 3 more near fall points as soon as he releases that.
There it is. Little delayed reaction on the referee. He held those 3 fingers for a while before raising them in the air.
Stoddard now working to get a half in. 50 seconds about left. Stoddard throwing in a 1 boot. Tucholsky tries an escape. Stoddard returns him to the mat. Near side cradle. Takes it over his head. Stoddard going to step over that leg, fall out in front of Tucholsky's head. Or he's got a tight cradle there. Pin for Stoddard.
1 minute 41 seconds on the call. You know, Trent, we talked about strategy earlier, and right there, Berkshire used it to its advantage.
Yeah.
Had Berkshire had to send out their wrestler first at 190, Cardinal could have sent out its JV wrestler and given up the pin to Stoddard, and the score would have been 39-24, but then 36-24, but Cardinal would have picked up a forfeit at 215, which would have put them within reach here at 285. But as it stands, Berkshire is going to win this dual meet.
And Berkshire will also have the forfeit at 106.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about 106. Yeah, so I forgot a weight class. So, yeah, scratch everything I just said. It happens. So this is John Avalon for Cardinal. We saw him against Lucas Stoddard in the first round, and Jeremy Boscher for the Badgers. He's 5-5 this year with 4 pins.
We see Avalon here with the underhook. Boscher with the overhook. Avalon tried to drop down single leg. Doesn't work out for him here. Back out in front.
Tell you what, we're seeing 3 of the Chagrin Valley Conference's best heavyweights here tonight. All 3 of these guys should end up on the podium at the CVC tournament and make some noise in the postseason.
Not quite as much movement here, the heavyweight
Right.
match, as we saw.
Yeah, you saw Stoddard, Lucas Sadler for West Geauga. You saw him kind of control the tempo in that first dual meet at heavyweight.
Avalon with another underhook. Looked like he was trying to go underneath again. Avalon
Tighter.
inside control. 12 seconds left in the period. Avalon tries the arm drag. Still no point as the first period comes to an end. Avalon chooses to go down. Smart decision here by Cardinal, as you want to always try and get that first point, because if the match goes into overtime, it really matters who gets that first point, because then they get their choice come overtime if they want to try and escape in 30 seconds or be on top, hold them down for 30 seconds. Boscher did give him that escape point. Avalon is up 1-0, 1:50 left in the period. In the neutral position, Avalon with the underhook and inside control. Avalon trying to get a front headlock, gets his 2 points as he spun behind Boscher. Has that power half in. Looks like he's going to try and turn him here. Boscher trying to roll through. Avalon forcing his opposite hand across his face to get the pin for Cardinal.
That is a 2-minute and 55-second pin for John Avalon, who's going to finish his night 1-1. So it's 36-39 as we head into the final weight class of the night, 106 pounds. But we know how this one is going to end, as Colin Herring is going to seal this dual meet win for the Badgers with a forfeit. 45-36 is your final in this second of 3 matches tonight. The last one will be the Berkshire Badgers versus the West Geauga Wolverines. Somebody's going to finish 2-0. Somebody's going to finish 1. The Huskies are going to close their night 0-2. And Trent, you know what time it is, right? It's break time. We are going to take a break, folks, here on CVC TV as we prepare for our final dual match of the night. It'll be West Geauga versus Berkshire. CVC TV is brought to you by Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Let's thank our sponsor before we go to break.
Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery diagnoses and treats facial pain and injuries, and also offers a full range of dental implants and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery for all of your oral surgery and cosmetic surgery needs. Please visit their website at www.ohsurgery.com.
ChagrinValleyConference.com.
Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery diagnoses and treats facial pain.
Welcome back to West Geauga High School for the third of our tri-matches here tonight. West Geauga opened the evening with a 56-24 win over Cardinal. Berkshire then defeated Cardinal 45-36. And we're going to close tonight's try with the battle of the undefeateds tonight, Berkshire versus West Geauga. The Badgers will be your red team on the line tonight, while West Geauga is the home team. They will be green. I'm Steve Hare, the CVC Sports Information Director, and joining me all night tonight has been Trent Mass. Trent, we've got the championship of sorts tonight. West Geauga 1-0, Berkshire's 1-0. Somebody's got to come out on top. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think it'll be really close. A lot of these matches are going to be close. Saw both of the teams wrestle. They got a lot of good guys. I think West G might pull it out.
Yeah, West G was definitely impressive. They've got the numbers. Obviously, Berkshire a little bit short, and I think that's going to hurt the Badgers a little bit. Both have their top level talent. Then you've got that second and third level, so it'll be interesting. I believe we're starting at 120 pounds. And we are underway. Charlie Prosser for Berkshire. And for West Geauga, it should be either Matthew Obranovich or Nick Caramonte.
Obranovich in with the single, gets the 2 points.
Matthew Obranovich, is that who this? Okay.
Obranovich gets that power half in. Trying to run it over. Prosser here really fighting hard, turning into it. Trying not to get turned here. Does a good job of doing that. Resets there at his base. Obranovich tried the 2-on-1 tilt. Prosser rolls straight through that. Obranovich looks to be rolling wrists here. Prosser trying to work to just build a base so he can try and get an escape. Obranovich reaching for that cradle. Prosser grabbing his wrist there. Good defense. Make sure he can't reach his two hands together. Obranovich still gets that cradle locked up. Get some near fall points here for Obranovich. 2 near fall, 4-0, 5 seconds left in the first period.
Obranovich chooses down to start the second period. He's got a 4-0 lead.
Obranovich with the nice switch there. Right off the whistle, gets his reversal, 6-0. Obranovich over Prosser, 1:50 left in the second period. Gets a 2-on-1. Might see another tilt here. Quick 2 count. 2 near fall. 1:30 left in the period. Looks like he's trying to go back to that same tilt. Prosser rolls right through that one, no points.
Nearing the 1 minute mark here in the second period. Obranovich with a 8-0 lead.
Obranovich looks to try and have that arm bar, trying to get it in a little deeper. Now switches to a cross-face cradle. Not quite get it locked. Still working. Prosser grabbing his hand there so he can't lock his hands for the cradle. Branovich still working to get this cradle locked up. Prosser doing all he can not to get that hand locked. Does a good job there working it free.
Gonna move into the third period now. Obranovich up 8-0. Prosser chooses neutral. Think they were
confused on whose choice
Right.
it was. Both of them wanted to go neutral anyway.
So it worked out.
Obranovich in on a single leg. Gets his 2 points. 10-0.
Solidifies that major decision, those bonus points we've talked about all night.
Branovich working to try and get a cradle there. Prosser works out of it.
West Geauga would love a tech fall or a pin. Get even more bonus points.
Branovich looks to be locking up this cross-face cradle. Gets it locked. Prosser fighting hard. Prosser gets out of that cradle. Branovich still rewarded the 3 near fall points, 13-0.
Now the clock shows 9 minutes. That's going to be a long period. Obranovich has got about a minute here to get the tech fall or the pin. Prosser fighting for his life.
No change there. Obranovich still on top.
We got the clock. The fans don't know we got the super ref out there. He got that clock earlier. He knows what's going on.
I think they started the clock at 10 minutes, so it looks
Yep.
to be about 30 seconds left.
That's exactly what I've got. We're at 27, 26.
Branovich working to try and get this half Nelson in. Prosser fighting. Try not to give up that 2 near fall points for the tech fall. About 5 seconds left.
$13 to nothing win for Obranovich. That's going to give West Geauga a 4-0 lead.
Prosser did a good job there, saving that one team point.
1 or 2.
Or 2, yeah.
Fighting off the pin
Fighting off all
and that tech fall. So, and that's part of it. We talked about the strategy of a dual meet. It just changes everything. 126 pounds now. That should be for West Geauga. We saw Nicholas Zapata last time, and for Berkshire, this is Amadeus Kosova, who won by fall against Cardinal. 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Zapata almost took a stumble there as his shoe got caught in the mat. Good job of staying up.
You see some crazy things in wrestling.
Both these wrestlers working towards the edge of the mat. Working center now. Kosova working in, being the aggressor. Zapata good defensive wrestling here by both of them, as they both are going offensive and defensive a little bit. Kazova in on a double leg. Zapata sprawling. Pushing down on that head. Sprawling.
25 seconds left to try and score. Short time here. You don't want to give up points now. Nice battle there to keep it scoreless. We move to the second period. Kosova defers. West Geauga Zapata chooses to start the period in the down position, looking for that first point. Over a little bit deep on that waist. Surprised he got away with that instead of getting a caution. Especially early in the season, you see referees call that a little bit, just kind of warning the kids of, you can't do that in the postseason.
Someone's bleeding here.
Well, looks like we're going to have another blood time break. I'm going to have to talk to Coach Cimarroni about sponsoring our broadcast. Keep throwing these advertisements in for his podcast, but it is fantastic. If you haven't listened, I'm giving Coach Cimarroni a free shout out here because I really enjoy the podcast. He does a great job with it. It's professionally produced by Maverick Peters. They do a fantastic job, and if you're a wrestling fan and you haven't heard it, you need to tune in because it's some good stuff.
Silva working on rolling these wrists back. Kazova with a 2-on-1. Zapata works up. Go out of bounds, no points.
These guys are about as evenly matched as you can get. Neither one has really been able to establish any dominant control.
Like some more blood time.
Blood time. Coach Cimarroni. I'm going to have to get his intro music in, so every time there's blood time, I can just pop that music out. And so here we are, West Geauga with the early 4-0 lead in our second bout here of this third of 3 wrestling matches. Here on CVC TV, brought to you by Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. The commissioner of the Chagrin Valley Conference, Don Lewis. The Ohio Center for Oral and Facial Surgery is his practice. Don Lewis, a longtime high school sports official, now the commissioner of the CVC, and he's been doing a lot of great things for the league. Keep telling everybody he's a visionary. There isn't an idea he doesn't like, and willing to try everything to elevate this conference into something that nobody else in the state of Ohio is doing.
Zapata working to sit out and stand up. Kosova working to break him down. Far ankle, far knee from Kosova. Zapata almost out there. Silva spins back behind. Zapata working almost out on an escape.
Now he's looking for two.
Haven't broke away from each other. Zapata could get a reversal two here. Working the crossface. Hear the team screaming bundle. Gotta work.
There's two. He broke the... Pushed away for one.
Zapata gets the one. That'll be crucial here. 1-0.
That was a big point because going into that third period, 0-0. But boy, I really thought that he should have had the two there. He broke the lock. So now, Kosovo has got to battle back and earn his point to try and tie the match.
Kosovo will be probably trying to look for either a stand-up escape or a reversal so he can be up by one. Kosovo working hard to get up. Zapata holding him down. Rolled his wrist up.
Boy, earlier I was going to say we've gone through two dual meets and we haven't had a overtime match yet, and this might be the one. Zapata's got to try and ride him out for another minute and a half.
Zapata looking to half here. Looks like he's trying to work single leg boot in. Going to be stalling green.
That changes the game a little bit. Now Zapata's got to be a little bit more aggressive on top. You don't want to give up that stalling point to tie the match.
Especially because you give up that stalling point, he escapes. It's 2-1.
Right.
Got to return him here quickly before he gets hit with another stalling.
Yeah, Kosovo definitely the aggressor right here.
Kosovo looking to get a reversal. Zapata has a bundle on him though.
Oh, steps over.
Kosovo looking like
Pop that head and
he might get 2 points here.
Zapata's in a position now. You almost have to push away, but he seems to be battling. 40 seconds.
Looking to spladle. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Kosovo
There's
might
two.
get 2 points here. Two
there it
reversal. 2-1. Zapata really is going to have to work and get that escape in 20 seconds. He's up. Kosovo on top.
20 seconds.
It's going to be a crazy last 20 seconds of this match. Been real close so far. Caution on red.
Kosovo with the caution. A little too high on the elbow. Or too low, I couldn't tell.
Zapata working to get up. Kosovo working, looking to return to the mat.
Oh boy.
Kosovo with the return, 5 seconds left.
Wow, heck of a win there for Kosovo. That was a battle. That was a battle. Evenly matched. Kosovo gets the Badgers on the board. It is now 4-3 West Geauga heading into the 132-pound weight class. That is going to be Johnny Hayden for Berkshire versus Thomas Randall for West Geauga. Hayden won by fall in the first match against Cardinal. Randall also pinned his Cardinal opponent. So both these guys looking to go 2-0 on the night.
Randall in with the double leg. Hayden with the good sprawl crossface here. Hayden with the 2-point takedown. Hayden throwing a boot, has a half Nelson in. Deep half here. Randall trying to roll through that. Hayden looking to catch that arm with the half. Hayden with 2 back points, 4-0. 1:15 left. Hayden has a 2-on-1. Put in an arm bar. Big steps, forcing that shoulder to his ear. Hayden stepping.
Keep walking that to the head, and there it is. More back points.
Hayden looking to settle back, scoop that head.
Oh, Hayden looking for bonus points now.
Hayden has
keep him on the mat.
Randall did a nice job rolling through those to get off the mat, get a little reset here. 7-0.
Yeah, he was definitely in a bad situation.
Hayden with the breakdown. Hayden with another armbar in. Big steps here again for Hayden. Randall doing everything he can to not get turned again in the first period. Hayden steps over.
Get that other leg across. He's in business.
He might get a couple.
There to settle in.
Two near fall points here for Hayden. 9-0.
Randall is in some trouble here. He spent a lot of time on his back in that first period. That takes a lot out of you, fighting off your back. And now you've got to come up with some energy to rally back from a 9-0 deficit.
Hayden chooses bottom. Caution. Caution on Randall. Went a little bit before the whistle. Hayden with a quick switch.
He's either going to get one or two here. He's in control. And it's going to be two. Oh, he might. Yep.
Reversal 2 for Hayden. 11-0. Berkshire coach, think it was Adam Lang, head coach over there, telling Hayden he needs to go for the pin.
Need those bonus points. I mean, 15, you get that tech fall, you get 5. Pin 6. Every point's going to count here.
Hayden has another armbar in. Randall doing a nice job getting out of that one. Hayden looking to throw in double boots. Now going with a half. Hayden really has good pressure here on the top, making sure Randall can't really do anything to get up.
Yeah, Hayden's been dominant. He was dominant in the first bout against Cardinal, and right here he's just been in control from the get-go. He's 9-2 on the year, 10-2 with the win earlier, 5 pins. He was 24-10 last year as a sophomore.
Hayden throwing in double boots. Arching, getting that power half. Randall working really hard here to not get turned. Been doing a good job of slipping out of all of Hayden's combinations he's tried here in this period.
11-0. Hayden's got 4 points locked up here. Is a major decision if he can hang on. Berkshire certainly needs him to add to his lead. West Geauga would settle for a 4-point decision here. They'd like to see Randau, find a way to win this match, or at least cut out that major decision. Wow,
nice deep high crotch single.
Hayden with a great counter.
Great crossface there to get two takedown. 13-0, Hayden on top. Hayden gives Randau the one escape, trying to get 2 takedown.
Those bonus points will be important because, as we said, Berkshire's going to give up a couple of forfeits.
Hayden pops his head out here, gets his 2, gives him his 1, trying to get another takedown here to go for that tech fall. 8 seconds.
Oh, Randau.
Hayden almost getting his 2 there at the end.
Randau almost made a fatal mistake there. Hayden's going to win this one 16-2. That's going to be 4 points for the Badgers instead of 5 and possibly 6. So a little bit of a moral victory for the Wolverines. We're going to move to 138 pounds with the Badgers leading 7-4. 138, that should be Ian Martin for Berkshire, Jack Sparent for West Geauga. We saw Sparent, he was aggressive in that first bout and dominant.
Sparent in, gets the takedown right to the back. Working on lifting that head, gets the pin there,
22nd pin for Sparent. He had a 34-second pin in the first round. So Sparent puts West Geauga back in the lead, 10-7, heading into the 144-pound weight class. And that is a forfeit for the Wolverines. As we said, Berkshire's going to give up a couple of those. So now it's 16-7. Josh Brown coming out at 150 pounds for Berkshire. And he is going to wrestle,
I think it's Justin
Artino. So West Geauga up 16-7 as we enter the 150-pound weight class. Josh Brown was a state qualifier last year. He went 1-2 at the state tournament. He is currently ranked 12th at 150 pounds in Division III. Justin Artino is 4-0. He's ranked among the top 18 in Division II. Definitely a preview of maybe a CVC tournament semifinal or even a final. A lot of quality wrestlers, though, in the CVC, so you never know how that CVC tournament's going to turn out.
Josh Brown looking for that.
1 minute in.
Brown with a couple nice fake shots there.
Nice ankle pick. Out of bounds, though. Wow. Berkshire coaches don't like it. I'm not sure I do either. That was a pretty sweet move. If we had replay, I'd check it out, but that was pretty close.
I think they bumped Michael Cavassini.
Cavassini, okay, yeah.
I
That's
keep
what it
hearing
is.
people
Instead,
yelling
right.
Mike, so.
So not Justin Artino, it's Michael Cavassini. Cavassini is 4-1. He had a pin in the first match against Cardinal.
Brown with a nice duck
There it
under,
is.
gets his return.
Just in
Gets his
time.
2 with 1 second left to go.
Got to wrestle to the whistle, and that's why. Big move there for Brown in the last 5 seconds. Almost didn't get it. Cavassini nearly fought it off, but Brown able to finish there in the final second. And now he's got a 2-0 lead.
Brown with the hammerlock, puts in that arm bar, works it forward. Big steps. Got big steps here. Cavassini fighting, gets his hips up. It's going to be hard to turn him.
Potentially dangerous. The angle of that arm was what forced the referee to blow the whistle. Keep it at 90 degrees as you're rotating it around. You should be okay. Get a little too close to the head, they'll call it. As you know, those torn labrums.
Oh, yeah. Cavassini with the sit out here. Brown sucks him back.
Nice
puts in
suck
a
back.
deep half. Circling towards the
Oh,
head.
deep. Cavassini fighting it out. Big bridge. Oh, and there it is. Josh Brown. 2 minutes, 34 seconds.
Caught a deep half there, lifted his head.
That is a big score for the Badgers. You don't expect bonus points in a quality a match with quality opponents. Josh Brown got it anyway, and he sparked himself with that takedown at the end of the first period. Now we'll go to 157. Let's see who they're going to trot out. 16-13, West Geauga leads. They've got 14 on the board for the Badgers, but that does not seem to be correct.
I think this is Justin Artino this time.
Right.
And Alex Munn wrestling at 157.
Right. So this should be another well-wrestled match here. A couple quality opponents.
Artino with the takedown and some quick back points. He's got a tight half, trying to flip his legs over, trying to stay in bounds with it too. Suck him in and you hear everybody
Yeah,
yelling.
he can't get pinned off the mat, but if he can get those shoulders on the mat, he's in business. There it is. 49 seconds for Artino. That is his second pin of the night, and that's a big one. That gives West Geauga a 22-13 lead, even though it shows 9, 10, 11 on the board now. I don't know what the score table's doing over there, but now we'll go to 165 with West Geauga in the lead, 22-13. So at 165, Berkshire should be sending out a forfeit. West Geauga has 3 guys that are listed at 165 or 175, so they should be collecting a forfeit here. Now the scoreboard shows 14-14, but that's not correct. So we saw, let's see, Kosovo got a win, 3-0. Hayden got the pin, 9-0. Or no, what did Hayden win? Major.
It was 15-2.
15-2, so he got the major, so that's 7, plus the 6 for Josh Brown's pin. That's 13 for Berkshire. They have 14 on the scoreboard. And West Geauga has 22. They had a major decision. A pin. Another pin. And that pin. So yeah, they've got 22. It should be 22-13. They're trying to figure it out over there at the scoreboard. They show 14-14. We'll get it figured out. Every point's going to count in this one. Moving on to 165 pounds. As I mentioned, Berkshire does not have a 165, so this is going to go West Geauga's way. It'll be 28-13. That'll take us to 175, where Lucas Loma will wrestle for Berkshire. And West Geauga has a couple of 175s. All right, so they've got West Geauga's score correct at 28 now, but they still have Berkshire at 14. They had a pin, a major, and a decision, so that's 13. Unless they were awarded a team point, but that doesn't happen. They deduct team points. All right, so now we're going to 175. Lucas Loma.
I think it's Corey Holden.
TJ or CJ?
I think they're saying CJ.
Okay.
Loma shot a double leg. Holden cross faces, spins behind, gets 2 points.
Holden won 9-6 against Cardinal in the first match tonight. Loma won 11-9 against Cardinal. So these guys should be, at least on paper, matched up pretty evenly. But you don't wrestle on paper, Trent.
That's very true. We had 2 guys ranked in the state, and one ended up catching the other one, getting the pin. So
Never know.
never know what's going to happen.
Nearing the midway point of this first period, 175 pounds.
Holden holds on here to stay on top. 2-0. 30 seconds left. Stalling Green. Didn't work up the body in that position. The wrestler that's on top has to work up so it doesn't look like he's just laying there and just trying to hold him.
What's going to be interesting is at 190, Berkshire has Lucas Stoddard. West Geauga has another 175. I don't know if they can bump him up. Maybe he didn't weigh in, but if you're playing with a forfeit, you got to maneuver around that.
Holden here with a half. 15 seconds left, trying to get some back points. He's got that in deep.
Nice roll through for Loma.
Loma gets a reversal and some backs. He's got that.
More.
He gets a pin there.
Big win for Lucas Loma. Huge win for the Badgers there. Lucas Loma coming through in the clutch. Big pin. 5 seconds left in the first period. That is a big win for the Badgers. It's now 28-19, although they show 28-20 on the scoreboard. I'm going to stick with my score for the time being. So
They decide not to send Stoddard out at 190.
So are we going to get a double forfeit at 190? And so now we'll get a match at 215. So what could have happened there is if Berkshire sent Stoddard out at 190 instead of 215, then West Geauga would have picked up a forfeit at 215.
Instead of giving each other 6 points, they decided to wrestle that match.
Exactly. So double forfeit, and so here we are at 215.
Stoddard with a nice single leg. He's got to be careful there, return him softly to the mat.
Yeah, the unfortunate part, Lucas Stoddard's only loss of the season happened last week at the North Coast Classic. In the championship bout, he was winning, and he got called for an illegal slam similar to that. Didn't look malicious. It wasn't malicious, but it was an illegal slam, and so that's how he got disqualified in that bout, and that's his only loss of the season.
Smart there for him to let him get down and take him down a different way. Stoddard there with the pin.
52nd pin. That's going to take us into 285. So Stoddard on the mat for just over 2 minutes today. Comes up with 2 wins. 285 pounds now. We've got Lucas Sadler for West Geauga. He is 5-0 on the year against Jeremy Boscher, who is 5-6.
Sadler here with some really good movement out in front. Boscher with the inside control. I guess now Sadler with the inside control. Both these guys are hand fighting in. Sadler with the shot. Boscher with a nice sprawl. Sadler's going to get this takedown here. 115.
What do we got here?
Locking hands. So there, he gave...
Did he give a point to both?
He gave Boscher a 1 for locking hands, because even though it looked like he still was in the double leg, he had already awarded the 2 points. Once you award the 2 points, he becomes the wrestler on top, and you can't lock hands when you're on top, so that's illegal. 1 penalty point for locking hands. Sadler looking for this crossface cradle. Gonna go to it again. Gonna crossface him down the other way.
Sadler is also an All-Ohio football player. If you couldn't tell, he was a quarterback.
Really?
No. He would have been a big quarterback, though. He's definitely a lineman.
Sadler with the power half here. Gonna try and get it deep. Boscher fighting good here. Sadler does get it over. Get that pin there.
1 minute, 54 seconds on the fall for Lucas Sadler. West Geauga 34-25 now as we head back around to 106. Funny to go from the big guys to the little guys.
Yeah.
But here we have Ty Bowes. We didn't get to see him in the first round. He picked up a forfeit against Colin Herring. These are 2 outstanding wrestlers. Colin Herring is ranked 15th in Division III at 106 pounds. Ty Bowes scores first He's ranked among the top 16 in Division II.
Herring with the escape. She goes in for a double. Bo's looking to toss him, get 2 points. Herring does a good job there. Basing out. Bo's in on a single leg. Gonna climb up the back here. Try and roll him up and get some backs. Gets his takedown too. 4-1, I believe, is the score.
Correct. Well, needless to say, Berkshire has to win this bout to have a chance to win this dual meet. Got one match left. West Geauga can put it out of reach with a decision. Colin Herring won 30 matches last year, so he can come back from this early deficit. But it's going to take some work because Ty Bowes is among the top 106s in the area.
Bowes chooses neutral, start the second period. Bowes there with a nice snap down, spin behind to get his 2. Has a 2-on-1.
1:05 left here in the second. Ty Bowes up 6-1. Colin Herring needs to pull out a magic trick here. Bowes is going to give up the easy escape, work on his feet. It's now 6-2. Ty Bowes in the lead for West Geauga.
Bowes with another snap. Snap down, has a front headlock here. Gets his head in the hole right there by his armpit. Herring looking to slide out of it. Nice little scramble there by both of them. Bowes coming out on top with takedown.
Boy, that would have been a big move for Herring. He saw an opening, tried to take it, but Ty Bowes too quick on the counter.
Herring escapes, gets his 1, 8-3. 10 seconds left in the period.
You can see Herring is dangerous. He's put himself in a couple positions, but Ty Bowes has just been able to be that one step quicker. Well, Berkshire's fate in this dual meet hinges on the next 2 minutes here. Colin Herring has to find a way to cut his deficit.
Bose with the, got that leg hook so Herring can't really go anywhere. Chop 2-on-1. Keeping that 2-on-1 pretty tight. Looked like he was about to try and hit a tilt there. Gave him a 3 count. 2 near fall. Once he releases that grip. (10-3). 1 minute left. Herring looking to hit a switch.
Well, right now he's got to hit something that takes Ty Bose down to his back. He's in good position here. There's the 2.
Herring here is trying to keep those legs split to get that Turk. Bose gets out of it.
As dominant as Bose has been on his feet, I don't know that Herring wants to even kick him to try and go for the 5-point move.
Herring with the boot in. 15 left to go. Gets a double boot in, trying to arch. Once he gets those hands off the mat, they're gonna stop the time so no one gets hurt. Smart there by Bose. Get a reset. There are 8 seconds, about 9 seconds left.
That's going to do it. Ty Bose, a 10-5 winner over Colin Herring. It's now 37-25. West Geauga in the lead, and they have clinched their dual meet victory here over the Badgers. They will go 2-0 on the night. But we've got one match left. It's at 113 pounds. Avery Wood for the Badgers. Evan Bogner for West Geauga. Avery Wood with a pin in the first round. Bogner, he suffered a defeat in the first round.
Bogner almost had an ankle pick there. Kind of got off to the side. Both scrambled out of it. 1:30 left. Outside single by Bogner. Circles to it. Arm around the waist. Gets his 2. He's climbing up the body. Trying to keep him there. Get some back points. Wood working to get out of that. Bogner going for the reverse half. Wood doing everything in his power to stay off his back flat. Bogner with 3 near fall points. Wood gets the one to escape, 5-1.
We're good.
20 seconds left here in the first period.
Bogner going for that outside single shot there again. Doesn't work out this time. Bogner gets 2 points. 7-1. I believe the score is 7-1. Wagner chooses neutral to begin the second period. Wagner's up 7-1. Wagner with a great scramble there to get his 2 points.
9-1 lead for Evan Wagner here. Final bout of the night.
Wagner with a 2-on-1. Rolling this wrist. Looks like he's going for a half here towards the edge of the mat. Wood is doing a good job of keeping hand control. Wood now gets his escape, 9-2. Wagner ahead, 1 minute left in the second period. Wagner with the front headlock, looking to hook this leg. Gets his 2 points. Wagner 11-2. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Tight waist, far ankle there for Wagner. Wood trying to escape, get another one.
Third period, 2 minutes left of this tri-match here at West Geauga, live on CVC TV. West Geauga with an insurmountable 37-25 lead. Badgers would like to close that gap to close out the night.
Wood with a quick try, getting a switch. Wagner blocks that, breaks him down. Looking to go with the half here. Gets him turned. Looks like it's really deep. Lifts the head, gets the pin.
That's gonna do it. 4 minutes and 16 seconds on the fall. Evan Wagner is gonna close out this dual meet with a win for the West Geauga Wolverines, who are gonna pull away with a 43-25 victory over the Berkshire Badgers. We are going to try and pull West Geauga coach Carmen Russo in for a quick interview on the outstanding performance from his squad tonight to go 2-0. Trent, I'm going to let you cut out of here, but man, I appreciate you joining the broadcast. You've come a long way from your senior year. You did a great job tonight. Looking forward to having you included in some future CVC TV wrestling broadcasts. Outstanding job. Thanks for what you brought to the broadcast tonight. Good stuff.
Thank you. I had fun. I like getting back into it, especially with wrestling. It was always one of my big passions. So
absolutely. So yeah, good to have you back. Looking forward to, I know December 28th, we are going to be out at Lutheran West for girls wrestling, the Lutheran West Longhorn Invitational. So we'll be out there. That'll be our next broadcast, and then once we flip to the new year, we'll hit some more dual meets, the CVC tournament for sure. So glad to have you here, Trent. Thanks for joining us. Outstanding job.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That was Trent Mast, a former Cardinal Husky wrestler, graduated 2017, went and played college soccer at Bluffton University, and now he's back home looking to break into the media world. And so now we'll wait on Coach Carmen Russo. Sorry about that, folks. Just working on getting Coach Russo. He snuck out of the gym already, so we want to get him over for a quick interview as we close out this tri-match. We'll take a quick break, and hopefully by the time we come back, he'll be ready. But we've got to give a big shout out to our sponsor for making CVC TV possible, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery.
Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery diagnoses and treats facial pain and injuries, and also offers a full range of dental implants and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery for all of your oral surgery and cosmetic surgery needs. Please visit their website at www.ohsurgery.com.
Welcome back to West Geauga. Closing out our tri-match here, the Wolverines come out the big winners. They went 2-0 on the night. Defeated Cardinal 56-24 and closed out the night with a 43-25 win over the Badgers. Berkshire finishes 1-1. The Badgers defeated Cardinal 45-36. The Huskies close out their night as the tough luck team, 0-2 tonight. Competitive matches, they were a little bit short on numbers, which hurt them. The talent definitely is there. They've got some quality wrestlers. They're going to make some noise at the CVC tournament and in the postseason. Coach Russo will join us here in just a couple of moments. Closing out our night here at West Geauga. The Wolverines finish off the night with a 43-25 win over the Badgers. It's been a long time since I've seen a West Geauga team look as good as the Wolverines look tonight. They were outstanding, they are deep, they are talented. When you've got a full lineup, you put yourself in a good position to win a lot of dual matches. But then they have the quality to go with it. And West Geauga is looking toward a pretty solid season this year. They've got 5 or 6 guys that are among the elite wrestlers in Division II. Top 16, top 18 rankings, several guys. You have Jack Sparent, who was 8th at state last year. He came out, he was 2-0 tonight with 2 pins. 1 in 34 seconds, 1 in 20 seconds. Ty Bowes, he's ranked in the top 16 at 106 pounds. He was 2-0 on the night, opened up with a forfeit, and then he came out with a 10-5 win against Berkshire. So he is now 5-0 on the season. You saw Evan Bogner there, who closed out with a pin in 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Solid night for him. Matthew Obranovich picked up a win, a major decision. We saw Nick Caramonte come away with a 29-second pin in an exhibition bout. Thomas Rando had a pin in 1 minute 7 seconds. He went 1-1 on the night. Already talked about Sparent, who went 2-0 with the 2 quick pins. Michael Cavassini, he had a pin tonight. Justin Artino with a couple of pins. Ethan Bartlett, a 9-4 win. CJ Holden had a win. Lucas Sadler, we saw him with a 8-0 major decision in a matchup against the Cardinal Huskies top heavyweight John Avalon. He was an 8-0 winner, and then he came out with a first period pin in the nightcap against Berkshire. So Sadler finished 2-0. And so now we'll just wait on Coach Russo to come out.
Let's go. My office. Be at home. Yeah, locker room. My office. Hey, the locker room. Go to the office.
Well, Coach, we're gonna shut down our broadcast here. Coach is still in the locker room. I'll get him. Here. Oh, no, that's not him. We will just do a post-match interview with him. But appreciate you all tuning in for our CVC TV broadcast of CVC Wrestling. Outstanding effort by all three teams tonight. As I mentioned, West Geauga closes out the night 2-0. Berkshire was 1-1. Cardinal, the tough luck loser, 0-2. But we'll hear more from the Huskies this season. They've got a talented lineup, a couple younger wrestlers, and then a couple holes in the lineup that they've got to fill. But we'll see them come back in the tournament season when they can rack up some points that way. But outstanding effort from everybody tonight. Appreciate you all tuning in. Once again, the sponsor of CVC TV, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Can't do much without them. Appreciate their support. Everything that they've allowed us to do for the conference and our teams here. But signing out from West Geauga, again, shout out to Jackson Hare on the camera, Trent Mast on the play-by-play, and I'm Steve Hare, the CVC Sports Information Director. Thank you for tuning in.